What's up, world? Ryan Murphy, Murphy Baseball Performance here to talk to you about guilt and performance, reaching your ultimate goals. So when you wake up in the morning, you've got X amount of time. You've got limited time every day, right? And so the deal is this. One of the things that I've struggled with, to be vulnerable, is I've got these big, crazy goals. I wake up in the morning. I put together a game plan. I know why. And my game plan is not like everybody else's game plan. Duh, I'm an individual. And duh, I'm fucking weird, if you haven't noticed. But I don't do things randomly. I'm a very calculated person. I steal from the people that are the best and then take the things that resonate with my instincts and apply them. But that doesn't always jive with my outer world and the schedule that everybody else is on or what everybody else thinks is normal. And so for me, it's not the haters that put me in a hard way. It's the people that I love that are close to me that I let concern about what are they going to think? What are they going to think? And that type of stuff is what really keeps me from moving forward as quickly as possible. So just so let's start with the way that I'm wired. I'm all about momentum, all right? Influencer, pioneer, and I'm also an advisor. So those are from Marcus Buckingham, TNBC, the personality test. Shit is awesome, check it out. TNBC standout. But anyways, influencer, so I'm always saying, hey, how do I move you to act? Because I'm instinctively aware of momentum. That's just how I'm wired. Like, hey, we're either getting better or we're getting worse. I'm a very literal person in that sense. So every second we're walking around doing something, I'm thinking, am I getting better or am I getting worse? Is this getting me closer to my goal or further away? Okay? Call it selfish, whatever. That's how I'm wired. I am who I am. People don't really change. Number two is on the pioneer side. Hey, what's new? I want to be on the cutting edge. All right, great. Well, I got to temper that, though. Sometimes that can be a distraction from chopping the wood and carrying the water, doing the small things each day that need to be done to be able to get me from where I am to where I need to be. All right, and then the third piece is the advisor piece, which is what's the best thing to do. And again, that's something where I'm a very practical thinker. People come to me a lot of times for advice. I love solving big problems. Like, that's my thing. That's why Murphy Baseball Performance is what it is. Like, people helped me solve a problem at the Texas Baseball Ranch that I didn't know was possible to be solved, but my instinct led me from Massachusetts and in college in Maine when I was 19 years old. My instinct drew me to a place in the middle of Texas. Think about that. I had no idea if any of the stuff that I heard was true about the fact they could develop velocity at the time. Everybody told me that was impossible. Not happening, Ryan. Don't even waste your time laughing at me, blah, blah. And the instinct drew me there and they changed my life. So that obviously made an impact on me. It changed my whole worldview. It changed what I thought was possible. I went from being a fixed mindset person to a growth mindset person, thinking, holy shit, if I can learn how to leverage my strengths, I can do anything. I can do anything, okay? But I got to be different. And so I think the hardest part, going back to guilt, is the environment situation. So it's easy to be, if you're in the military, it's easy to be in the military in the sense that you're having to be disciplined because that's the way the military is, right? Like, I'm talking about the military of real old. Like hey, you show up and you're a soldier and you got to do what you got to do, right? Like, that's what I'm talking about. So you show up, you got to do what you got to do, and there's no wiggle room. You either do it or you don't. And if you don't, guess what? You're kicked out. You're not fit for the culture. Bye. The harder part is, how do you create your own future in your own inner world when your outer world, your environment externally, doesn't match that at the moment? Okay, and there's a lot of different strategies for that, but one of the things that I've really found to be a challenge for me and that I fight every day is this guilt piece, because instead of really looking inwardly and saying, hey, because genuinely, I'm a pleaser too. I want to please the people who stick with me. I'm loyal. I want them to love me. I want them to know I love them. But if I go ahead and do the things that everybody else is doing and go with the flow, I lose it. My energy goes haywire in a bad way. It's not good. It's not good for anybody to be around. Like, I've got demons inside of me and a dark side, and I can use those things for negative things, or I can use those things to go make some shit happen and chase down some big dreams and goals and help other people go get what they want. And that's the way, that's how I'm wired. There's no way around it. Like, I want to be the best on planet Earth at everything I pursue. There's no in between. And in order for me to do that, I need to be doing work all the time, action all the time. When I sit around, I get fucking bored and I get restless because I'm like, holy shit, I got to go take action now. I got to go. Because when I win, when I get the payoff, I'm like, fuck yeah, baby, that's what I want. Because guess what? The reality is this. If you don't win enough, if you don't make money enough, more than enough, you don't have control over your day. You don't have control over your decisions. And I want control over my day. I don't want to have to stand in line at an airport terminal with everybody else going through security. I want a jet. guess what? That means I got to go to work, and I can't apologize for the way that I live, the way that I am, and the goals that I have. I am who I am. But what happens is I blame that on people around me, that guilt piece, and it's like, no, that's not their problem. That's my thing. So I need to get to a place where I'm comfortable with who I am and say, you know what? Fuck it. Not like, hey, fuck it, like, hey, fuck those people, but like, hey, fuck it. That feeling that you're feeling and that the emotion that's causing you, what ends up happening is if I don't go do my thing, like I'm going to work out right now. All right, Sunday morning. All right, my family going to church. Is there anything wrong with what they're doing? Nope. Is there anything wrong with what I'm doing? No. But what I want is, I want them to see and understand exactly why. And it's like, no. It doesn't matter why. They just need to know that, hey, this is how I am. This is who I am. I love you. I'm going to do my thing. I'll be back. So if you've got guilt holding you back, reach out to us. We'd love to help. We're solving our own problems, helping you solve your problems. We're taking on these challenges, man. These ain't even problems. They're just challenges. And if you've got big dreams and big goals and you found yourself falling a little bit off track, or maybe you got some momentum, but it's just not happening as fast as you can, I'm with you, man. I'm impatient too. But you got to stay the course, because what else is life about other than wringing the towel dry on what you feel inside of you and manifesting it on the outside?